Hi everyone, how we all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today and watching. So today's video, I actually have a mammoth cash reallocation. So you might have watched my last check-in and or my monthly stuff-in where I completed multiple challenges, which was so exciting. So I actually have completed, right, let me show you. So first of all, I completed the 1 to 24 challenge, which saved £300. I also completed the girly one mini challenge, which saves 325. So it's just little icons that are like 5, 10 each. So I completed that one. So we've got 300, 325. I also completed another round of Knockout 9, which was, I want to say it was maybe like 81 or 91 pounds. I can't remember exactly. And then I also completed another round of Money Multiplier, which saved me £272. So between all 4 of these completed challenges, I saved a grand total of an amazing £978, which is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I am going to, I've got all the money here. Some of it was already in Monzo, so some of it is like in placeholders or little sticker placeholders. So I'm just gonna go with the flow here and see if we could reallocate it all. So there is some places that I know exactly where the money is going, and oops, there's a lot of places. So yeah, so I have a rough plan, but I don't have a full plan, basically. So first up, so a lot of these challenges were going to be completed to go towards some of my plans that I have for the rest of the year, some of more expensive plans that I have. So my next thing that I need to fully fund is my friend's wedding, which is in a couple of weeks' time. And I have got £88 to put in here to complete that. So I am going to, I'm going to need to take a note of this actually, because I will need to move money. Okay, so I'm going to move £50 in Monzo. So 50, and that's going to the wedding. So that aside, so we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 85 and 88. So let's add this together. So my goal for this wedding was to save £200. So I already have my outfit, so this is for a gift and spending money for like drinks and stuff and possibly some fuel money, but I actually don't think I'll need the fuel money. So anyway, £200 was my goal. I have taken some money out to pay towards the hotel. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, £3, which is correct because I paid £47 for my part of the hotel. So that's that one, all fully funded, so I'm really happy with that. And like I said, I've obviously noted down that I'm moving £50 over to the wedding. So I could tick that off of my list. I was going to save 300, but I decided just to go for 200. Okay, next after that, so I am going to Ibiza at the end of August, and I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to be funding it. So I paid for the trip, which was £500 out of my savings, which my savings were sort of like an accumulation of holidays that I had saved for that were no longer happening. So I took the £500 from there. Now I wasn't sure whether to do another £500. Well, actually I don't know if I'll need £500 spend money, but I was thinking about £500 spending money, and I didn't know whether to take that out of my savings or fund it from one of these methods. I feel like because I've saved so much money, I should probably fund it from one of these methods so that I'm not touching my savings too much. So the next thing I have is Ibiza. So my target for that was £500. After that, I have a ball that I'm going to in at the end of October, which my goal for that was £400. So my flights are about 100, my hotel's just over 100. I need to get outfits, which is fancy dress, and then it'll be drinks as well, and food. So I was thinking about £400 for that. So I know my room's 112, my flights are currently 107, but I might need to add on a bag. Nah, I'll make it work without a bag. So there's 219. So what do we think? 400. I might actually go 350. Right, so I'm going to change that target on here. I have it written in a wee book here. So that'll be 500, that'll be 350. And then following that, I have a DJ that I'm going to see in November. But they're things that I could forward plan for. So, right, let's see what we're doing next. So let's fund Ibiza, first of all. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to use the £500 that is in Monzo. So £500 for Ibiza. Now I don't have a wallet for Ibiza, so I'm just going to stick this to the side just now because obviously I'll not really be adding any more to it, and if I do decide to add to it, I will make a wallet for it. Okay, so that is the wedding covered. So we had 978, we have spent 88 on the wedding, 500, oh no, oh god. Right, let's do that again. 978, we've spent 88 on the wedding, and we've spent 500 on Ibiza. So we've got £390 left. Right, let's tick off Ibiza. Tick. Ah, just ripped the page. That was not good. Okay, so next is the ball, which is at the end of October. Now, what I'm going to actually do, I could just fund this actually. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to have a little flick through my high priority and just see. So I could be putting quite a bit of this money towards the dentist as well, which would obviously save me borrowing quite as much. I also could put it towards my car because I know my car is going to cost a lot of money. So, right, let's work this out. So if the ball is in, how many more paydays till the ball? So we'll have August and September. Okay, so that's only 2 more paydays. Right. Right. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fund the ball, but if that money needs to go elsewhere, then that's what I'll do. So we've got 100 here, then we've got, so there's 190, 200, 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, and 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's write this down. So the ball, we'll do 350, and we can tick this off in the book. Tick. And if I want to save more for it, if I feel like I'm going to need more money, then that is fine. After that, I've got London question mark. So I'm possibly going to London around about November, December to meet a friend for a day or two, but I'm not entirely sure. And obviously that is really quite far off. And also, I'm going to see Sonny Federa in Glasgow. So I will need to save for that as well. But I think I'm very happy in knowing that these bigger things are saved for. Okay, so we've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, and 10, 20, 35, 45, 50. Amazing. Right. So I know that that £190 will come from my Monzo pot into its own little pot. And I know that that money is sorted. And now I don't need to stress about my savings going anywhere. So I'm going to pop that to the side as well. Perfect. So what have we got left? We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So we've got £40 left. That's fully funded. I think I might put it in the dentist or car. Dentist or car. How much have I got in the car? The car's going to cost me a fair whack. I'm going to put it in the car. But what I am actually going to do is be annoying and take this 40 placeholder and swap it for this. Just to keep it a bit easier. Put things. I've got it written down, so it makes sense to me. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this 40 into car, and that's going to be digital. So 150 of that was digital. That was digital, and that was digital. Is that right? Yeah, perfect. Right, sorted. So let's add this in. So we'll add 40 to there, which gives us £280, which I still think my car is going to cost more than that. But if you didn't catch in my previous videos, I have got my rainy day fund, which has got 160 in it, I think. Yes, there's 160 in there I could tap into if I need it. I also have £100 saved for my mum's birthday for next November, not this November, but next November, which I could tap into. I also have £720 in emergency fund, and I also have my savings. So we're covered if need be. So I feel like that was pretty quick and straightforward, but I am so happy in knowing that my big expensive plans are saved for without touching savings, because honestly I was not stressed, but I was kind of thinking, oh, I've made all these plans and how am I going to like pay for them, and I was kind of forgetting that I had these other things going on in the background, these challenges that I was saving. So yeah, I'm so happy that I managed to get them finished, and like look what we've just achieved. So we've completed the wedding fund, we have completed the Ibiza fund. I'm actually going to Ibiza so we arrive on the Monday morning and we leave on the Thursday morning. So I've got the Monday night, the Tuesday night, and the Wednesday night. So I think £500 will be okay. I'm going to do some research over the next couple of weeks, and obviously I do have other money to fall back on if I need it, but I'm just honestly so happy that I've managed to do it out of my challenges, because I thought I was going to have to take a whack of 500 out of my savings, which I've been touching anyway, and I'm getting a tattoo with some of my savings on Wednesday. So yeah, really pleased with that. And then obviously the ball for October as well. So yes, so excited, and I'm just absolutely amazed that I managed to complete those challenges. So yeah, if anybody is Oh, my stomach's rumbling. If anybody is saving for bigger long-term goals, I would really recommend getting yourself a challenge that, or doing a couple of challenges at a time if you can, that save quite an amount, because yeah, it's amazing how much they all total up to. And yes, I think that is it for me. So I will leave that there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop me a comment below if you are doing any big challenges to save towards any big exciting plans of your own. I would love to hear all about them, and give me a little thumbs up if you enjoyed this video as well. And I will see you all next week in my check-in video. Take care, bye!